Few residents were pleased when Max returned to Walford after being away for 4 years. Viewers of EastEnders are urging a fresh cast member to stay for the long haul, following the emotional Max Branning episodes. This week's storyline on the BBC soap included the wedding of Lauren Branning and Peter Beale, along with Stacey Slater's exit from Walford. Although several big plots unfolded at once, much of the online conversation centred on Jake Wood reprising his role as Max in Albert Square. Returning to his old neighbourhood for the first time since 2021, Max shocked guests with his dramatic arrival at his daughter's wedding. He was back to settle unfinished business with Zoe Slater, after it came to light earlier this year that he had been secretly involved with her despite his past relationship with cousin Stacey. Hinting that he might be staying a little longer, Max went on to pardon Zoe for taking the £5,000 he had given her, once he discovered she had been attacked by a ruthless private detective. Later, in a quiet conversation with Stacey, who was married to his late son Bradley when she and Max first began their affair, his true intentions remained unclear. Trouble followed when Stacey caught Max kissing Zoe, prompting her to finalise her uncertain decision to relocate to Brazil. One of the few thrilled to have Max around was his son, Oscar Branning, who shared an emotional scene with him on Thursday. When Max admitted he wasn't planning to stay, Oscar begged him, saying it would really mean a lot. Max told him that he wasn't the solution, and that the strength he needed was inside himself, leaving Oscar heartbroken at his sister's wedding, as he realised his father didn't want to build a bond with him. After the episode aired, fans took to the EastEnders Reddit forum to applaud actor Pierre Moullier for his moving portrayal of Oscar. The character was first played by Gabriel Miller Williams in 2007 to 2008, before Neo Hall took over the role of Max and Tanya's son for several years. Since July, Pierre has won over audiences with his funny yet touching performance as the teenage Oscar, who hadn't been seen on screen since 2017. EastEnders star Lacey Turner breaks silence after Stacey Slater exit in Back in a Minute admission. The character of Stacey Slater has held a special place in the hearts of EastEnders fans ever since her debut in 2004, quickly becoming one of the show's most iconic figures. From her fiery personality to her turbulent love life and deeply emotional storylines, Stacey has remained at the centre of some of Walford's most memorable moments for 2 decades. Now, actress Lacey Turner has broken her silence following Stacey's dramatic exit from the square. Addressing fans for the first time since the emotional episode aired, Lacey reassured viewers with a teasing promise that she'll be back before long, sparking hope that this departure is only temporary. The pivotal scenes, which aired on Thursday, saw Stacey commit to her decision to move abroad. Choosing to relocate to Brazil, she joined her brother Sean Slater in a storyline that surprised many longtime followers of the soap. This difficult choice didn't come easily. Stacey found herself torn between staying in Walford, close to her family, or leaving behind the constant, painful reminders of her late husband, Martin Fowler. But in true EastEnders fashion, it was the return of Max Branning that pushed her to make the final call. After witnessing Max share a kiss with her cousin Zoe Slater, Stacey realised she could no longer stay in a place where old wounds kept reopening. Her farewell was played out in classic soap style, emotional and bittersweet, as she climbed into a taxi with her younger children, Hope and Arthur. Left behind in Albert Square were her devoted mother Jean, eldest daughter Lily, and her granddaughter Charlie, each visibly heartbroken as the cab pulled away. Despite the tears, fans quickly began to question whether this really was the end for Stacey. One crucial detail left many convinced of her inevitable return. The episode did not close with Julia's theme, the iconic piano outro reserved only for permanent exits. Without that final note, speculation spread rapidly that Stacey's departure would be short-lived. Those suspicions were given fuel when the official EastEnders social media accounts shared a behind-the-scenes video shortly after the credits rolled. The clip captured the emotional aftermath of Lacey Turner finishing her final scene on set. Fighting back tears as her castmates surrounded her with applause, the actress addressed the crew in a heartfelt moment. "I'll keep it short because I'm no good at these," she admitted through tears. "I'll be back in no time. Thank you so much, everyone. I will return soon, I promise. I'm hopeless at speeches, but I love you all dearly. This is such a special place to be." Her words drew even more speculation, with fans convinced that Stacey's exit is merely a temporary chapter in her long-running journey. Viewers flooded the comments section of the post with messages of support, applauding Lacey for another powerful year of performances. Many praised her ability to capture Stacey's vulnerability, while also showcasing the character's trademark strength, resilience, and fiery determination. Others wished her the very best during her time away from the soap, confident she would be back before too long. Away from Albert Square, Lacey Turner enjoys a busy family life. She shares 3 young children, daughters Dusty and Gipsy, and son Trilby, with her husband Matt Kay, whom she married in 2017. Earlier this year, in January, Lacey and Matt welcomed their youngest, Gipsy, into the world. Remarkably, just a month later, Lacey was back in front of the cameras, playing a central role in EastEnders' landmark 40th anniversary live episode. Her dedication to the show, and her character, is one of the reasons fans admire her so much. For now, Stacey Slater may be on a new journey far from Walford, but with Lacey's promise that she will return, the door has been left wide open. Whether it's months or years down the line, fans are already eagerly awaiting the moment when the Slaters are reunited, and Stacey once again takes her rightful place at the heart of Albert Square. EastEnders introduces major new threat to Ravi after terrifying collapse. Harry calls in his dad to help. EastEnders' Harry Mitchell once again finds himself worried about Kojo Asari's safety next week, as his mate sinks further into Ravi Gulati's dangerous empire. Determined to pull Kojo out of the drug trade, Harry turns to his father Teddy for backup, dragging the Mitchell men into treacherous waters. The fight for Kojo's future is intensifying, an insider revealed. Harry wants to drag him away from Ravi's grip, but that could spark a brutal showdown between Ravi and the Mitchells. Previously, Harry confessed to his mum Nicola that he couldn't break free from Ravi alone, leading her to intervene and successfully cut him loose from the gangster's payroll. What Harry doesn't realize is that Ravi and Oki have secretly decided to keep exploiting Kojo and his flat as part of their drug operation. Returning from a weekend getaway with girlfriend Gina, Harry is all smiles, until Kojo suddenly collapses in the arches. Shaken, Harry realizes his friend is still trapped under Ravi's thumb and begs the ruthless gang to release him. But when it becomes clear Ravi won't be swayed, Harry changes tactics. He enlists Teddy, and together father and son start plotting a risky rescue plan. George rushes to check on his brother after hearing about the collapse, but Kojo angrily pushes Kwame away, accusing him of being smothering. At one point, Harry considers tipping off the police about Ravi, but Teddy shuts him down, vowing to take care of matters himself. What exactly is he planning? Teddy sneaks into Kojo's flat while it's empty, carrying out a covert mission, our source teased. But Ravi and Oki show up out of nowhere, forcing Teddy to hide in the bathroom. The real question is, what is he doing there in the first place? The Mitchells' attempt to free Kojo looks increasingly bleak, especially once Oki orders Kojo to take on a job outside of Walford. Will Kojo make it back safely, or are Harry and Teddy too late to protect him? EastEnders continues Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One, with episodes also available early from 6 a.m. on BBC iPlayer.